Hey, TYT Sports, RotoWire, Heather, Ben, Chris, the last shows here at TYT. Thanks, guys. It's been super fun. And I love this segment that they pulled up for us. We're calling this Cutler Or. So what quarterback would you rather have? Would you have any of these guys or Cutler?
Is this a fantasy question or is this a life question?
In the NFL?
This is a life question.
This is an NFL question.
Now, is it like your roommate, or is it just somebody you have to have for your favorite football team starting?
I think the answer is the same each time.
I don't know.
Well, let's see.
You never have to spring for
All
cigarettes
right.
if it's
Who do you
roommate.
have first, Cutler or Matt Stafford? Chris, a Matt Stafford hater.
I think Cutler's upside is. I don't want to say that. They're both the same type of guy. I mean, Stafford, I just think, is limited in his capacity to mental capacity, whereas Cutler's limited in his psychological capacity.
Right.
Like Cutler just is too checked out to be an elite quarterback. Stafford I just don't think he reads the defense as well and makes good decisions.
So
I guess I'll say Stafford because he's younger, but
Wow.
it's a tough call.
Ben?
Easiest question ever. I mean, I don't have as much hatred for Matt Stafford, but I think some of your complaints about Matt Stafford, 100%, 100 times. I don't even think about it.
Okay.
The mentally checking out of Cutler is amazing, and Stafford is a leader. And there have been dumb guys who've won, if he is indeed dumb.
I don't even mean dumb like you can't do well on like
I know, he makes
Wonderlic
bad
tests.
decisions, like
I
he
mean
doesn't
just like you just don't do the right thing.
Matt Stafford's not close. Not
Next
close.
one, Cutler
I think it's
or Colin Kaepernick?
Jeez. I'll go Kaepernick
This is
again
hard.
because there's more chance, I think, of him rehabbing himself in his career because he's younger. He's only been this kind of checked out for the last, 8 weeks or so. Cutler, you could see it over the years. So
Yeah.
I'm going to say I'll take Kaepernick, but Kaepernick's dead to me.
Yeah, Kaepernick's dead to me too. Although, as I think I said, that who Kaepernick reminds me most of last week is Jay Cutler. He's checking out like Jay Cutler. But I don't think you can bring Cutler back. I think a new coach, a new scenario. Kaepernick's young. He needs to learn how to lead. But that's my favorite comparison in the NFL right now is Jay Cutler, Kaepernick. But right now, definitely Kaepernick because you can still save him.
All right, Cutler or who is that?
Is that Mark Sanchez?
That's
Mark Sanchez. I'd have to go Cutler on this one personally.
I would probably go Cutler. I mean, Sanchez has been mediocre in the ideal situation, and I think if Cutler were in this exciting system, eventually he'd feel sorry for himself and check out. But for the year that it was going well, he'd be a monster.
It's really tough because Mark Sanchez, who might be the #1 free agent quarterback in the offseason, which is amazing. But Mark Sanchez is, it's Dennis Green. We know that Mark Sanchez is who we thought he was. And so I'm tempted to go Cutler, but the problem is that I'd go Sanchez because you could then cut Sanchez and start over. Cutler suggests that you're committed to Jay Cutler the way the Bears are with that contract. And I would do anything to get out of that contract if I were the Bears. And if it meant I had to have Mark Sanchez as my quarterback for a year, I'd do it.
All right, Cutler or is that the Dylan Tigers from Friday Night Lights?
Jason Street. Is this before the injury or after the injury?
Yeah, pre-parallel.
Just after the injury.
After the injury. That's really.
I would take him after the injury over Cutler.
Okay, he was paralyzed.
So cute.
That's
fine.
I don't even know who that is. So.
You didn't watch Friday Night Lights?
You should watch Friday Night Lights. It's such
so
a great show.
good.
It's a wonderful show.
Who? Oh, Johnny Utah. Isn't that?
No, it's replacement.
Yeah,
Oh,
but that's for the replacements.
Also Johnny Utah.
But he played Johnny Utah, who had been a quarterback at
In
Ohio
Point
State.
Break. Thank you very much.
In Point Break. So either Keanu Reeves' character, I would definitely, again, a leader. A leader. Unquestionably, I take, what was his character's name in The Replacements?
I don't remember.
Doesn't matter. Keanu Reeves in The Replacements, but I'll take him. I like Heather's better in Point Break, Johnny Utah.
Yeah, I didn't see that movie.
You didn't see Point Break?
No, I saw Point Break, but I
thank
didn't see
God.
The Replacements. And we probably don't have time for it here, but I have a gambling story on how I should have paid somebody because they were we made a bet on The Replacements, and I chose not to see it and paid him extra so that I wouldn't have to go get the movie.
Hey, speaking of The Replacements, did you see last night that Sean Payton, the head coach of the Saints, was a spare bear in 1987?
No, I did. I missed that. I didn't see the game last night.
He was one of the replacement players when they went on strike.
Oh, is that
and they
right?
called him the spare bear.
Oh, that I knew. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I did not know that. That was
I didn't know they called
fascinating.
him the spare bear.
I didn't know they called him that either. But
The Washington, the Pigskins went 3-0 that year. with Ed Rubert and Tony Robinson as their quarterbacks, and the regular team only went 8-4. But won the division at 11-4, looked terrible in the playoffs, and then beat the Broncos 42-10 to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. Do we have another Cutler Or?
42-10 they beat the Broncos.
Wait, who's that?
They scored 35 points in the second quarter.
That's who?
The quarterback from the Little Giants.
Oh, I didn't see the Little Giants.
Didn't see it.
Ben?
I'll go Cutler.
No, he's young. You can mold him, definitely. Little Giants. But Jay Cutler is a disaster.
I can't. The health insurance liability alone, that kid, it'd be too much.
He could just get behind those big offensive linemen and just run.
I think there'd be great risk of severe injury.
All right, who else? We got a couple others?
Oh yeah, how about we finish with Cutler Or Johnny Manzel?
Manzel, come on, he was horrible, and he'll probably be horrible, but it was one game.
Yeah, we did a piece yesterday.
For this year, I'd rather have Cutler. If my team were in the playoffs, I had to win this year, I would definitely take Cutler. But if I were starting a franchise,
these are great questions that Jason, because there's problems here. Because my fear with Johnny Manzel again is a guy who's just not taking this seriously. But he is so young that maybe he will. But a light needs to go on.
And I'm coining this. He's Satan's Tebow. Okay, that's why he's going to.
Johnny Manzel?
Yeah, Satan's Tebow. Basically, he's the Tebow for Satan.
All right, poor Cutler. Thanks, guys.